Hello, hello, good people. Hello, and welcome back to another car conversation. Or if you're joining me on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, or anywhere that you get your podcast, welcome to Make America Think Again with Shauna Vaughn. I appreciate you popping in and listening. So I want to talk to people. I want to talk to two groups of people right now. I want to talk to I just want to talk to you undecided people. Let's just put you all together in one group. All you undecided people, and I kind of do want to talk to Black people too, specifically. But let's just say all you undecided. It's 17 days left before this election. And I just want to talk to all you people that are either on the fence or you're out here talking about voting for 45. Like, I just want, I just want to take a shot. I just want to take a shot and just try to talk some sense into you. So specifically for Black people, let me talk to that group first. The other, y'all can tune out for a second. The other people, folks, y'all can tune out, but don't go anywhere. So, dear Black people, some of the things that 45 wants to bring back, wants to resurface, wants to do through Project 2025. So they want to bring back stop and frisk. Stop and frisk. If you don't know what that is because you're too young, thank goodness you are too young. But if you don't know what that is, Google it. Google it. Google stop and frisk and New York specifically and see what happened there. Project 2025 proposes to loosen death penalty regulations. So make it easier to implement the death penalty or execute the death penalty. And if you want to think about the majority of people that are on death row, I want you to just consider what ethnicity they are, people of color, and therein lies, how this applies specifically to you. Cop cities, they're already popping up. I want you to Google that if you're not aware about cop cities. Briefly, because I got a lot of material to work through here, but briefly, what you're seeing happening in the Middle East, what the IDF is doing in the Middle East, some of those folks come here and train our officers, and some of our officers go there to be trained by what you see, what you're witnessing happening in Gaza right now, by those folks that are executing world genocide. And now what they're doing here in America are building these cop cities, huge training facilities to make it easier for the IDF soldiers and officers from Israel to come here and train our officers. So Project 2025 wants more of that, okay? Mass deportations. I literally just this week posted some videos about children speaking about their experiences when they were separated from their parents. So we still have children that have not been reunited with their parents. I guess I should have said, dear people of color. But so we still have some children, about up to 1,000 children that have not been reunited with their families. And Project 2025 is proposing now, if 45 is to get into office, mass deportation of millions of people. And if you don't think that some Americans are going to get mixed up into that, then you're just fooling yourself. Just like we still have children that are still separated, there will be Americans that are deported. Trust me on that. They want to cut Medicare, food assistance programs. They want to cut Pell Grants for college students. They want to cut that. DEI programs, also for colleges and universities, cut. Also DEI programs within the workplace. So making it easier or legal for people to discriminate in the workplace. So if they don't like you because you're a woman, you don't get hired or you get fired. If they don't like your skin color, you don't get hired or you get fired. If they don't like your sexuality, gender, whatever it is, you don't get hired or you get fired. And there will be no consequences for people if Project 2025 is implemented. Banning of books takes away ideas and our ability to actually learn about another person's experience. And my God, how much better would this world be if we all really intentionally try to investigate, discover, read about, explore other people's experiences versus staying in our own little silos and bubbles and not really knowing about, you know, you can't necessarily walk in another person's shoes, but you damn for sure can read their stories. But Project 2025 wants to block that. Freedom to just live and be who you want. Live organically as you feel that you are, whether that's male, female, or neither, or other, or whatever box that you want to check or don't want to check. Project 2025 wants to take away your ability to do that. Take money away from public schools and do these voucher programs for private schools. I don't know what's going on with my contact right now, but for those of you that can see me, there's something weird going on with my contact. So basically, they want to get rid of the Department of Education, which 45 was just on Fox and Friends this week, literally quoting Project 2025 on this, when he himself has said he knows nothing about Project 2025, says that he's never read it. Now, I believe that he's never read it because he doesn't read, but he knows his people wrote it. His people wrote it. And I know for sure he knows it because he got on Fox and Friends and quoted it. So they want to get rid of these Department of Education, and with those funds, take it and give it to charter schools and private schools. So wealthy people who already have enough money to send their children to these private schools, give them money. Give them money to send their children to schools. Privatizing education, basically. National abortion ban, that's a given. National abortion ban. Next, getting rid of contraceptives. They want to get rid of recreational sex as well. So the only reason that you should be procreating, the only reason you should be having sex is if you're trying to procreate, have children. Two things I want to say about this. This is so archaic. This is going back to the Victorian era, okay, on that notion. And then also, I don't know about you, but when I've been at the brokest of broke, sometimes the only thing you can do is have some good sex. And Republicans won't take that away from you. Seriously? We can't even have sex? Like, what? Moving right along. All federal departments gutted. So we had hurricanes come through here recently, Helene, and you had, I believe it was Milton. We wouldn't even know. We wouldn't know moving forward that a hurricane is even coming, that there will be no more tornado warnings. There will be no more, severe heat, wildfires, there's danger of wildfires. Like we wouldn't receive any of those notifications. You wouldn't get the little labels on your prescriptions or the, on the food. There would be no more dates on the food. Like this food expires at this certain date. There would be no more of that. All of the federal departments, they want to gut. And I believe it's about 50,000 jobs. They want to get rid of all those people and put in loyalists. They didn't say people who have expertise in those areas. They didn't say scientists. They didn't say doctors. They just said loyalists. So this could be Joe Blow off the street, or right now this, out in the cornfields of Iowa. Not to say that, you're not a good farmer, but I don't want you deciding, what type of guns can be on the street, or telling me whether or not a tornado's coming through or hurricanes coming through, or, predicting earthquakes. Like you don't know anything about that. So just do you, stay where you are. JD Vance, I've already told you my theory on JD Vance taking over. If you look at 45, he's not going to make it. He's not going to last. I don't know what the Heritage Foundation, Federalist Society, White Christian Nationalists, all the groups, the machine behind Project 2025, I don't know what they have in store for 45, but he will not be at the helm for very long. What else? That's just a fraction of things. I think that list is long enough. Now, let's look at the list of things that you could have, if you vote for Kamala Harris. $25,000 credit towards buying a home. So $25,000 government subsidy, down payment, towards you buying a home. $25,000 for new first-time home buyers, $25,000. If you're a new parent, $6,000 tax credit for new parents. So within that first year you having your baby, which is so expensive, $6,000 off your taxes. And then you had the baby and you also have to buy the house. So then you got $25,000 coming towards you. So you can put down on a house for you and the baby. Okay. And then we want to talk about building homes. So we're talking about the down payment, but also she has said that she wants to put together a program that will benefit builders. Okay, so builders, you're going to get this business, but also to build 3 million more homes, because when you increase the supply, what happens to the price? Prices go down. So you have corporations out here buying up properties and charging people rent that's, like, I don't know, almost their entire check, and nobody can afford the housing. But if you level the playing field with more properties, then the corporations cannot gouge us on the housing, because they've got to come down on their pricing, or else nobody's going to lease their homes or nobody's going to buy from them. So that's how you balance that out. A $50,000 tax credit for new small businesses. Okay, so if you're the entrepreneur out there, you could have up to $50,000 tax credit on new small businesses. Also, up to 1 million, I want to make sure I get this right, 1 million loans, okay, specifically for Black, I want to say this was under the Black male agenda, for Black entrepreneurs, okay? So 1 million loans up to $20,000. So the way that she has explained it, VP Kamala Harris has explained this, is that, say you open a yogurt shop, that's just the first thing that comes to my mind. That's the business you want to go into. You need equipment. That equipment is going to cost you $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Here you go. The government is saying, here you go. Get your equipment, start your business. Educational and training programs that include mentorship programs that will create pathways to becoming teachers for Black men. I forgot what the statistic is, but it's so low in regards to Black male teachers in classrooms. And I can attest to this. I've taught K through 12, and I've taught on the collegiate level. And literally every campus I'm on, I want to say maybe there's a total of 5 or 6 of us. and then out of that 5 or 6, there's maybe 2 males. That's it. There you go. And let's see what else. Cryptocurrency, so protections in regards to people that are, dealing in investments with cryptocurrency and creating opportunities in that area. National health initiative in regards to diseases and medical health issues that directly impact Black males. So putting more initiative and making sure that we deal with diabetes, sickle cell, anemia, lupus, all those things that specifically impact the African American community. Also creating opportunities for Black men specifically to go into the marijuana business. Just so many different things, She's got a plan for everything. There's a rural plan. There's a plan for rural America that you can go read. That was released this week. There's the opportunity economic plan for all of America that includes, price gouging, fixing price gouging and from grocery stores to buying your first home, all the economic things, some of which I just discussed here. Then there's a specific agenda for Black males. She's got a plan. Kamala Harris has plans on plans on plans. And I would really want to say that 45 has the concept of plans that he talked about in the debate, but he actually does have a plan. It's Project 2025. And Project 2025's agenda is to end democracy. Is to end America as we know it. So where Kamala has the rule plan, she has the plan for Black males in America, she has the plan for all of us, the economic plan, the opportunity economic plan. She has the rural plan for people that are living in rural America. She's got plans on plans. 45 has one plan. It's Project 2025. And Project 2025 plans to dismantle our democracy, dismantle America as we know it. So please, I encourage you all to do the right thing. Vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Do it early. Do it now if you can. Do not wait until the last minute. Anything can happen that last week. Anything can happen on the day of the election. Vote early. I encourage you to take somebody with you to the polls. Take several people with you to the polls. Text your family members and friends. Hey, do you have a voting plan? Can I go with you? Can you want to go with me? Do all the things to make this happen, because at the end of the day, y'all, we gotta protect our livelihood, our freedoms, our bodily autonomy, our ability to just even speak and say the things that we want to say. Our freedom of speech is at jeopardy. It's all on the line because of Project 2025. So vote Harris, Walz, 2024. Vote early, vote now if you can, and take a friend with you to the polls. I'll talk to you all soon.